Okay, let's do this. Where do we start? There's so much to say. First of all, you guys look so cute.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, I see you guys on TV, but Queen, you're so cute. Oh, Nini, I like your hair. It's so cute. I like your earrings and stuff. So let's start with Saga, because Saga is right in front of me. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm adjusting to the new life.
I know, it's tough. Have you seen your phone?
I have. It is.
I love it. You say, Naim be this.
I must say, the first thing I saw on social media was on Ebuka's phone. It was me pregnant. Like 6 months dancing. I was like, yay, let's go.
Let's
Bring
do
it.
How much have your followers increased from? How many followers do you have now?
I have 290k followers from like 400. That's a lot for me.
That from 400?
From 400.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sure, we won't go to Big Brother. From 400 to 290k.
I mean, that's something. It pops every year.
That's crazy. Okay,
Crazy,
so now that
crazy.
you have your phone, you've probably seen a few things.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. How do you feel about them?
Well, there's a lot of opinions, which was expected, but I didn't think it would be this bad.
Yeah.
But then the love is overwhelming. I love it. As in, like, girls everywhere telling me they love me, they want to marry me.
Did you say girls? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's nice.
It's nice.
True.
So you're focusing on the love. Have you seen what people think of you, especially at the time where Nini went and did her secret task and the way you reacted to it?
I've seen everything.
Have you seen the comments?
I've seen some of it. I can't see everything. It's a lot.
How do you feel about that? Do you think you were misunderstood, or what exactly do you feel about that?
Well, I was definitely misunderstood.
Yeah.
You know, it appeared some kind of way, which it wasn't. Should I go ahead and explain?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Why not?
So the thing that happened was, she's a very good friend of mine. We're very close in the house. That's obvious. And we had a fight, which she planned with Big Brother, and she disappeared after the fight. Before that, she told me she was having the worst day, that she's had emotions all up in her head. She doesn't want any wahala. And then when she disappears, Angel comes and tells me she told her she's about to have a meltdown mentally, and that she needed to be alone. So I was thinking, we all drew a conclusion that she had been medically evac'd, just like KV.
Yeah.
So I tried to wait and ask for clarity from Big Brother, but clarity did not come. So we waited in front of the diary room, slept there, and then the next day it started to dawn on me that okay, maybe she was actually medically evac'd, and maybe I was the trigger because she spoke to me last before she went in. I'm like, okay, how bad could it have been that you couldn't even talk to me before going in? So I was feeling really guilty. And then I was also triggered because I lost my mom in a similar way. We couldn't really settle things before she left. And that's what made me so emotional. I'm a human being.
And I just love that. And in the comments, I don't really talk about Big Brother, but I tweeted about it. And I was like, I don't know why people are. I love Saga for this, because I'm like this, you know? And you've used words that are very important when you have mental health issues. Triggers are a big thing. And people just react and they're like, oh yeah, he's a baby. How can he love somebody like that? It's not always about love. Sometimes it's about, experiences and past and triggers, and these things are very real for people. So funny thing is, that whole thing was a trigger for me, and from that day I've not been on Twitter. I've left Twitter because it affected me mentally. It was a whole trigger for me because I have anxiety issues. I have issues with attachment as well. So if somebody I like just stops talking to me, I lose my mind. I will just lose my mind.
Must I add, I never got clarity till after the show.
Exactly.
Nobody spoke to me about that thing. They even told her not to talk to me about it, which I respected because I didn't want two of us to fail our tasks. There was never clarity. So I was just like distraught, like, what happened? Where was she? Were you okay? These are thoughts that you don't want to live with someone you care about.
I see, look. Chop knuckle.
Thank you.
I get it.
Okay, so Queen, how are you doing? I hope you're good. The truth is, was there any need to, at some point you gone in the house, the gospel's picked up very quickly, and then moving on the show, you piped down, but then you got into the relationship space, where it was a Pere the first time, then I mean it was an idea of the fact that I like Pere when I came, then it was Whitemoney at some point, then at some point it was Cross, right? Did you ever think, I mean, looking at all the guys in the house, right, who do you think you probably would have ended with? Tough question, right?
If I was to want to be in a relationship with the house,
Yeah.
right? If I was to want to be
Being in a relationship with a house, who would you have been with? Who? Whitemoney. Honesty?
Honestly.
So if anything kicks off after the show, would you date Whitemoney? Honesty.
I've said this a couple of times, right? I'm beginning to stomach.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay. Whatever happens, if he's on the same page with me. then
Yeah.
it's fine.
Okay. So Nini, how are you?
I'm doing great.
You know, the truth is, when it comes to, things play out differently, right?
Yeah.
And when it comes to the things we see, everybody will have their own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever think you led Saga on?
Honestly, there was no leading on from my path, considering the fact that Saga never asked me for anything and we had an understanding and it was pure friendship. There is not even a single clip where Saga had said, Nini, maybe I like you, I want to date you. The only time Saga ever said he liked me was on the dining when two other people said they liked me, and it was very casually. And from there, we never had that discussion. It never need clarity because we understood each other and it was friendship. There was never a time I needed to say, oh, yes, these are the boundaries. And even sometimes when I'm like, he was like, don't give me this speech, I know already. And we would even make jokes. I'd be like, Saga, I think my boyfriend just broke the 15th TV. And we would laugh. And when people would say something like, Nini has a boyfriend, I beg you, people should stop. But obviously people in the house, they saw more, and it was just friendship, and people in the house would ship anything. When I was talking to bbnaija at first, they were beginning to ship us. I started talking to Saga, they were shipping us. And like I told Big Brother in the diary room, I said, Big Brother, Saga was the first person I knew would be able to have conversations for hours, and the house gets very boring. Yeah. And I wasn't going to say, oh, because I think the boy likes me, I didn't want to talk to the only person who I felt like we connected and we could talk. I'll be bored. I've seen people looking very bored and miserable. So I'm like, he's my friend, he respects me, he's a cool guy. Why not? Why can't I chill with him and just have conversations so far? We weren't doing anything wrong.
Okay. I want to ask you a question. Are you angry that people are kind of talking about this and making you sort of a villain in this fake love story?
You know what? I'm not angry. Mm-hmm. I feel like it's okay for people to have perspective and ideas. I have my perspective and I cannot change how you see things, and people see what they want to see. Yeah. Because obviously people saw all the times Saga did nice stuff for me, and nobody talks about the time I did nice stuff to him, because he was a give and take. He wasn't just throwing it in the air. Yeah. If I wasn't being nice to him, he wouldn't be nice to me. And people see what they want to see, so, and it's okay for people to have opinions.
Okay, so Saga, this is $1 million question, right?
Shoot.
Okay, now you're in a house.
Yeah.
And there's 90 million.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's Nini who is not in a relationship, or maybe she's in a relationship, but you get to date Nini. Now, hold on a second. There's 90 million, right? Yeah. And there's Nini.
Yeah.
And you get a chance to date Nini. Which would you pick?
90 million. I never asked her out. What do you guys think?
He took
90 million.
It's all about the money.
I was there for the money. You see, it's a drama series. It's for drama. It's a human experiment. And I give you all drama. So I never lost focus of my game. I get that a lot. Okay, I was there for the money. That was my game.
I love it. Queen, I want to ask Queen a question because I'm very interested.
Queen, come on, share my microphone. I'm not too sure we can hear you. Because so share my microphone. You can share Nini's microphone. You can share mine if you want to.
You want to come close?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is easier.
We'll just be
I
swapping.
wanted to ask you about governance. You said you're into governance. So are you trying to run for office? What's up with that?
Okay, I've always been all about women empowerment and getting involved in political activities, because a lot of women shy away from that. And I've run before. I ran for a councillor in my local government last year, although I didn't make it. But I know that if I try again, I'm going to, actually win or something like this. So I'm just all about getting involved, trying to better our country, because I know that we women, we are really strong and we can actually do this. I mean, a woman gave the name Nigeria. Do you understand? So if we can birth the name Nigeria, we can actually do more bigger things, if only they give us the opportunity to get involved and do things. Do you understand? So
are you going to be running for the same position, or are you going to go for something a bit higher?
I'm going to go something more bigger or something.
You want to tell us what it is?
I don't know yet till that time. so I'll just need to meet my campaign manager who now try and
I'm so like I love this, and I think that you getting involved in governance is gonna make a lot of young people sit up and understand that there's no other way to make the country better if we don't make it better.
Yes,
because they've been telling us we're the future of Nigeria since the future has
since
not
we were born. And there's no
so maybe you're gonna be the first person to get us in that position. I'm really excited about that.
Thank you.
So Nini, if you had a chance to change something, if you have the chance to go back into the house, or what would you change?
Okay, I probably reduce my reaction with Cross.
Okay.
Because obviously it was perceived wrongly, and all I said was not even personal. And coming out and people are like, I'm like, Cross is not that. I thought Cross was the smartest person on that show. And when I was in the White House, right room, I came there. I said, you know what, you guys that listen to Cross. I jokingly chipped in. Cross made this best and smartest decision. And when people would try to say, I think they even say, please, Pere, don't tell me that one. Nini is not a fake housemate. And it was my Abuja guy. So all that happened was, he said something mean to me. I wanted to make him feel that way. He said something I'm not. All I said, he was not. I just wanted to make him feel bad. And that was it. And we started it out, and he had the best reaction when I came back from the White Room.
Okay. I would like to ask Saga the same question. If you're going to go back into the house, what would you do differently? Honesty right there.
Honestly, I think I would watch my mouth better. I think I spoke recklessly, actually, and it put me in trouble. I was just talking.
Wow, I feel like that's the kind of person you are.
Yeah, but that's the kind of person I am anyways, but I think I'll watch my mouth better, Sha.
Okay.
So, because a lot of things...
What exactly did you say that you didn't want, you felt you shouldn't have said?
Well, the Pere video, I think I took it too far, but I was just joking. It was just bouncing. That's how I am. I like to make people laugh and just... I exaggerate sometimes. That's what it is.
Yeah, I know that. I know how that's like. I know somebody like that. I'm not going to mention his name. But I wish we had more time to talk. It's not that person. Because the person just tapping me.
No, speak to me directly.
The person knows. Okay, so before you go, I want to know, tell me, what do you plan on doing? Are you going to go back to, are you going to do arts? What do you plan on doing now that you're out of the house?
Yeah, for me, first is art. I want to focus more on my art. I want to create more art, do exhibitions, talk to galleries, put them out there. I want people to see my works. I have a lot of things to say. I've been stranded in engineering, but now I'm ready to fly like a bird.
To explore.
So that's the first thing. So my art Instagram handle is Sagart_. That's SAGART_. And then I want to do fitness. I want to do modeling. And that's basically it, Sha.
Nice one.
Okay. Queen.
NI. Okay.
I actually want to ask Queen, who was your least favorite in the house and the person you liked the most in the house?
I don't have a least favorite in the house, but the people I did not really connect with in the house was Sasuke and all of that, but I don't have the least favorite. I actually like everyone. I have love for everyone in the house.
That's good.
Thank you.
Okay. NI, what are you planning on doing now?
Okay, so before I got on the show, I was going to open a physical store, a fashion brand in Abuja, and that's why I auditioned in the first place, because it hasn't been part of my plan. And obviously publicizing was a big deal. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to try. And when it happened, I had to put everything on hold, so I intend to start from there. And modeling and just a couple of good things. I'm very business oriented.
I love it. Have you seen your boyfriend? I was dying to ask.
No.
You haven't seen him yet?
Not yet.
Have you talked on the phone?
Yeah.
What did he say to you?
Nothing serious. I've been too busy. I haven't had my phone for so long.
He didn't even say, I'm proud of you, babe. I love you. I miss you. Oh my God. Okay.
What I meant is when you get home, we go have that conversation.
Okay. I think Queen has told us what she's going to do.
Is that your life?
So I'm going to be focused with my charity organization, because I run a charity organization as well. I love putting smiles on people's face. I'm going to be focused on that, focus on my business, and focus on my political career. That is it.
Yes, we'll vote for you, girl.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much, guys, for coming on the show. We want to see more of you guys. Saga, you want to drop something quick?
Sorry, my personal Instagram. I think you should all do that.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's Saga Adeolu, my personal Instagram. Saga Adeolu.
Nini?
It's Nini official.
Okay, and
Queen Mercy Atang.
back to the show, guys. Your number one hit music station. Shout out to Saga, Nini, and Queen for coming on the show.